they could be moved, they could be pushed to the needful. They will realize that Nigerians are aware of what they're doing. Nigerians are no longer gullible, ignorant, and they know exactly how things happen and no longer take Nigerians for granted. And then at the same time, you get to give them your recommendation, criticism, reaction, and personal experiences based on the conversations that we had. So join us on YouTube at VOP 903 FM. Like I told you, it's audio visual. If you're just joining us for the very first time and you want to virtually be part of the conversation, go into your YouTube application on your iOS or Android device, type VOP 903 FM, and you'll currently see us streaming live. So the World News at 6, we looked at some topical issues which I feel that will be quite imperative to actually discuss further. The first one is concerning insecurity. ISWAP has actually gone to a particular community in Borno State, and they killed many military personnel in one of the military bases. Many soldiers were killed and some seriously injured. I want us to take a listen to this senator who spoke at the National Assembly very recently and asking that we don't want roads, we don't want schools, we just want our people to be safe. Once they are safe, we're good to go. So let's listen to Senator Maidoki. He declared that please, military should give a report concerning the state of security or their franchise when it comes to security in Nigeria. Let's take a listen to him.
There is a renewed resurgence. Just in the last 2 months, Your Excellency, we know where the terrorists are gathering. It's in the public domain. Ordinary Nigerians need to see action. But today they will tell us they are here, tomorrow they are here. Everybody knows within our area. But we will not see any action taking place. That is to say, sir, we need this Senate to tell the armed forces to be reporting progress every week so that state by state, otherwise it will be a mess of all issues and we will not be seeing progress. Sir, I beg you that time is ripe now, that this problem is solvable. We have seen progress. We should not allow this progress to be derailed. We should pursue this remnant of these people so that our next election can be peaceful and sustainable. And we have something to sell to our people, sir. This is the only thing I want to take. If I get protected in my environment, please keep your roads, keep your schools. We just want to be safe. And that is the message we are sending to the Senate President. Please save our life and our people. We are not bothered about roads now or schools. Please save our lives. Our people's lives are in danger. Thank you very much.
All right. Yes, that was Senator Maidoki there. And it was very disheartening to see that we still have this happening despite all the monies allocated to the security personnel. What is going on with our intelligence gathering? What's going on with our intelligence report? While we're not seeing that decisive action in when it comes to the way things are done in our security sector, who are the individuals who are benefiting from this supposed demonic franchise? Because that's what I consider, where a chessboard is being played and the lives of people are being used to play this chessboard. It's bloody, it's not good, it's dangerous, and it doesn't speak well of a nation like Nigeria that used to be one of the strongest military personnel that most African nations actually used to look up to us at the time to help resolve whatever internal issues they had. They referred to the Nigerian military to help them resolve issues. You guys can recall ECOMOG. You guys can recall Charles Taylor, one of the dreadful military leaders in Africa, and how the Nigerian military actually did help in their peacekeeping mission. They were very sophisticated, renowned to be persons of integrity. So what is going on with our security in Nigeria? Have our security become heavily politicized that the lives of Nigerians no longer bothers them? Another interesting thing is we're going to be looking into today is you do know that Jonathan is to meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to talk about Nnamdi Kanu's release. The call for his release has become very voracious and more emphatic compared to how it was before. The governor of Abia State has told us that in the near future, very soon, Nnamdi Kanu will be released. We heard that last year, but nobody, we haven't heard anything. Rather, the trial has continued. The recent one was concerning his health status. His legal team is saying that his health is deteriorating and that the DSS does not have the facility and the capacity to take care of him. They have actually told the Nigerian Medical Association to come do a comprehensive report on several ailments, and they came to visit him and they compiled their report. But when they appeared in court, they couldn't present a result. They couldn't present their report. It was quite an unfortunate situation. So Nnamdi Kanu still remains in custody. Others are calling for a situation where there'll be a political resolve to the whole thing. But Omoyele Sowore is of a different note, and there have been diverse perception to Omoyele Sowore's acute call for his release and participation right now, physical participation in ensuring that Nnamdi Kanu is released. Others see this from a political perspective. They think he's trying to score some cheap political points from the Southeasterners. Some other people think that he's trying to resonate so that by 2027, when he declares, if Nnamdi Kanu is released because of his call, he will have a lot of supporting base. A couple of people see him as very bold, very brave, doing what others could not do, what other Southeastern leaders could not do while their person has been in custody or they have been politicking behind. Their different and diverse perception to Omoyele Sowore's call. But a couple of Nigerians think he is a detribalized Nigerian and doing what he knows is the needful thing. No tribal or ethnic sentiment here. He is just talking about justice. However, let's take a listen to Omoyele Sowore in a very recent interview with Arise Television.
In fact, I was one of the few people through Sahara TV that interviewed Nnamdi Kanu when he was relatively unknown, before he was arrested the first time. And I met him in 2019 in New York, had a conversation about his struggle for his people, and we struck a friendship then. And I was here in Nigeria, myself, held up by the Nigerian government when he was extraordinary rendition from Kenya. In fact, I was one of the few people who ran to court by the time he had been taken to the DSS detention, where he had been deposited after he was kidnapped from Kenya. So, but the most important thing is that I understand the nature of justice, fair hearing, his constitutional right. And it is in his own case that you can say that he's presumed guilty and he's trying to prove his innocence, which is very sad. If you look at how long it has taken for all these court processes to take place, you know that Kanu's fate is not in the hands of the judiciary. If a decision was taken today by the owners of Nigeria to let him go, the judge might sit in the middle of the night and let him go. And by the way, on my way here, something happened. President Tinubu just pardoned 82 people. One of them was Herbert Macaulay, Nnamdi Azikiwe, of course, Farouk, who collected bribe from Otedola, a cocaine dealer who was in prison for life, and a fraudster. So if you can pardon this array of people and several others, I'm not asking for pardon for him, but it's a time to let Nnamdi Kanu go. It's unprecedented. I've been fighting for his release for a long time. I used to attend all his court trials. Under Buhari, I was attacked several times. Each time I went to court, I was attacked physically by the DSS, police, thugs. But this time around, I'm surprised at the number of known traditional people, you know what I mean, who are in support of it. In fact, there was a poll put up by, it's not a scientific poll, by Tunde Edno's page, who's a major Instagram influencer. And out of 17,000 people, 92% of them support the call for his release and the protest that's been planned for 20th of October.
I understand you've tried to contact many leaders in the Southeast to take more public-facing action in support of Nnamdi Kanu's release. Have you been struck by their apparent lack of personal involvement and commitment to that cause?
I'm not shocked, because I think on your show I once declared that Kanu's predicament, his ordeal, is as a result of some persons in the Southeast who took a decision that his release would jeopardize their political career and future. That I know as far back as when Tinubu freshly became president, because I was part of some conversation to release him. And they said at that time, Imo elections are coming. If it comes out, APC might not win. And subsequently, I realized that some of the communiques you see is just, word of mouth by day. When they go at night or when they meet Tinubu, it's likely that they have a different position. And when I started contacting them in the last 24 hours, I'm shocked. Some of them that I used to be able to reach just switched off their lines. The ones I sent messages never responded. I reached out to Soludo, who I know personally.
That's Charles Soludo,
governor of Anambra
State.
No response till now. I reached out to Alex Oti. Alex Oti used to be a columnist for Sahara Reporters, so I know him personally. No response till now. The only response I got was a nominal response that no, we shouldn't have dragged us the way you did. Reached out to Peter Obi, they said he's in Rome. But I sent a message that, you can behave as the Romans do too, just be part of this. But some have been encouraging. Senator Abaribe, I reached out to him, he responded, he said, I'm in on this. And I know that Abaribe suffered when he was a shorty for Kanu. In fact, I was sleeping on Abaribe's bed at the DSS in 2019, shortly after he was released, because he was shorty for Nnamdi Kanu. So the rep from his state at the National the House of Rep also signed up. A number of persons have signed up, some of them publicly, but there is no unified response from Southeastern political leaders or traditional rulers or even the religious priesthood there, which many had expected would happen. But a lot of young people have signed up to this, and you can see that the Nigerian government is already pushing back because they've seen the response to be unequivocally in support of the release of Nnamdi Kanu at this time. I don't think they were expecting that such a response will be so favorable and swift.
So is this what you think is needed to push?
That diplomacy cannot work. If it was going to work, by now it would have resolved the issue. I think they used the diplomacy or their proclamation about diplomacy to just make the public become a little lethargic about his release so that nobody, they're working on it, don't worry. Because we hear that a lot from Oti, who is the Abia State governor, that is working on this quietly. In fact, I was told in court about 2 weeks ago that he will be released on head grounds. They have convinced everybody, only for him to come to court, and they kept changing goalposts, as we call it. So I don't think diplomacy has to be a combination of, actions. And one of it, I think, is going to be a loud public disapproval of his continued detention.
All right, that was Amaechi Shura right there. I needed to have that in context. I know a couple of us must have actually watched that interview yesterday evening, but it's in consonance and it's resonating the topic that I just introduced concerning Jonathan having to meet with the president to discuss how Nnamdi Kanu can be released. You recall that last year we heard that when the case was being presided over by Justice Binta Nyako, before Nnamdi Kanu said she should recuse herself, she actually advised that there should be a political resolution at the time and that there should be a conversation with the Chief Justice of Nigeria to see how that would work. And nothing happened out of that. We heard the talks that possibly Nnamdi Kanu refused to agree to some certain conditions, and that was why that did not work. But now, as it stands, we also heard that the president's son, during the campaign in 2023, had supposedly a verbal conversation, nothing on paper or recorded, with Nnamdi Kanu's brother Benjamin Kanu, that if you guys can rouse your people, rally around them to support my father, that my father consented to this conversation. We're assuring you that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Unfortunately, that did not take place. Benjamin Kanu eventually, disclosed that conversation to us afterwards, possibly after they realized out of the result that a significant percentage of the Southeast did not deliver votes to the APC. So again, this situation has a lot of political undertone. But like I said, a couple of people have different perceptions with Shura's call for Nnamdi Kanu's release. He has met with former president Goodluck Abela Jonathan in Abuja today to actually rancor and resonate the call for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Others feel that this is a good way and that they think that if Shiwere decides to contest in 2027, they are assuring him that the Southeast will get their support. They need him to be released. Others believe that this is what Peter Obi is supposed to be doing. But others think that this could be a political trap. Shiwere trying to supposedly display some sort of perception that Peter Obi is weak to do what he's supposed to do. Others feel that it could be a political trap for Peter Obi because if anything happens, there could be an onslaught and they could say, okay, somebody wants terrorists to be in charge and this is the agenda and all whatnot that the APC juggernautes have been addressing Peter Obi and his supporters. There's a lot to actually look into that regard. Meanwhile, another defection from the PDP to the APC. Governor Peter Mbah of Enugu State hasn't confirmed to defect to the All Progressives Congress. The National Working Committee has been dissolved in Enugu State, and obviously by next week there'll be an official unveiling of his defection to the APC. Also, Governor Siswem, ex-Governor Siswem, have actually had to debunk rumors about talks that he was defecting to the APC. He said, no, he's not defecting. That tells you now, we now have majority of the APC governors and very few of the opposition. And also, House of Rep members and senators of the PDP and Labour Party, majority of them have defected to the All Progressives Congress. So right now in the House, there is literally almost a non-existence of opposition. You have more APC members. Now, there are talks that some of these persons are bullied to join the APC. For example, I've heard talks that if you want your bill to be passed, if you want money for your constituency project, that if you do not join the APC, you may be bullied, you may be handcuffed, monies may not be quickly released to you. And so some of them are being possibly bribed and bullied to join the APC. How true that is, we do not know. The Senate president has said he's really not happy with the wave of defections to the current party because a healthy democratic system imposes that there should be opposition. Opposition makes democracy a variety that is delicious to be part of. I don't know how sincere or true that statement is, but these and more are a couple of things we'll be looking into this evening. Meanwhile, Peter Obi has returned from Rome, and there's speculations that maybe his return could be the call from Peter Obi to rally around in making sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released. There are also talks that if Peter Obi has not made up his mind as to joining the ADC, we do not know if he's going to be with the ADC with how things are turning out, that Amaechi could be the deputy to Atiku Abubakar for the ADC. How that is, we do not know. The Obedient Movement has categorically not said anything as to having another political party, but consultations are still ongoing for what political party that Peter Obi would eventually belong to. We intend to hear his next move by next month. All right, let me disclose my analyst this evening. I actually have Mr. Tony Mbata. Mr. Tony Mbata, good evening. Thank you for joining us today. It's been quite a while.
Good evening. Thank you.
All right. And Mr. Lawal Ekundaya just joined us. Maybe he just finished eating beans. He'll be joining us later. He's still trying to put himself together. He will join us later in the course of the conversation. You know, it rained. Maybe just ate hot beans before he came. Well, Mr. Lawal Ekundaya, good evening and thank you for joining us as well. He's trying to put something together there. Mr. Tony Mbata, let me start off with the security situation in the country. During the World News I6, I asked pertinent questions. I said, with all the money has been handed to military personnel, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Air Force, and them telling us that they have the capacity to handle this, what exactly is happening?
What is happening is that, remember there was a time Theophilus Danjuma came out to say that the military colluded. He said it openly, vocally, that the military are colluding with the terrorists to deal with their people. That is what is happening. The military and some part of government are colluding with these people because they are making money, because they have an agenda. And no matter whatever you said, no matter however the blood is being spilled, they will still be doing. Because the Bible describes those people that say their mind is sealed. They don't think like human beings. What they think is that money they are making. See how a senator was even begging, say, we don't need road again. We don't need school again. What we need is our life. You can imagine. You can imagine. So the government knows what is happening. If they want to stop it, Esther, I bet you they will stop it. But they don't want to stop it. They are not ready to stop it. They don't believe that those people being killed are human beings. That's what I'm thinking. Because Theophilus Danjuma said it, that the military, Nigerian military, they are colluding with the terrorists to do what they do. So Nigerian government, we are still watching them. If they are serious, we will see. But the blood, like the wife of the former president, this blood they are drinking. I don't know how she put it that time. You know who I'm talking? Jonathan's wife. The blood, this blood, may they remember say God day. But I know that nobody that spilled a blood that will go scot-free. Ken and Abel, we know.
All right, Mr. Lawal Kundaya, thank you for finally joining us. What's your perception to the case of insecurity? I'm sure you're very much aware of what happened in Borno State, where ISWAP killed military men in their barracks. A lot of them injured, a couple of them dead, and we thought that there were, intelligence reports regarding the movement of these guys, with how the military claims that they have their eyes along the barracks. So who could have sold them out? And what is it that it feels like our military is incapable of handling these guys?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Greet my people in Nigeria for their suffering.
You greet the people in Nigeria for their suffering?
Yes, because they refuse to fight to resolve their problem.
They refuse to resolve their problem.
They refuse to fight. You refuse.
Who refused to fight?
The Nigerian people. So you have to greet them now for sitting there in suffering. Because when you refuse to fight for what belongs to you, then you become a slave of what belongs to you.
Are you suggesting that they should protest it?
Look at the way we are talking. As if they don't come every 4 years for re-election. As if the person, the governor, or so whosoever, or the president has 1 million votes. When he votes, it counts 1 million. As if it is still non-Nigerians that will still do the voting. Is it non-Nigerians that will be the agent? Is it non-Nigerians that will work for INEC? Now, and I said, well, sit down. If you feel like that is where you belong, sit down there. But we'll keep saying what we want to say. Now, the thing is this. Look at what is happening. I tell somebody, I said, it is when it has not got to you, or close to you, or somebody close to you, that you feel it, that you'll be saying what you are saying. That let's give them more time now, because it has not got to you. Okay. If it has gotten to you, then you'll be able to say, or maybe one of your persons is kidnapped and they are demanding 50 million ransom. Maybe somebody, your child, or maybe your husband or wife, or maybe your father or mother. Then you know what others are feeling. When they talk, you'll be able to cry along with them when they cry. That is the problem we have in Nigeria. People want to build a fence around their own family and keep others away. Well, whatever happens to it's not my business, because I have a fence around my own. My as long as I can afford it. That's our prayer. We'll go to church, mosque, we'll be praying. Jesus asks, God, take care of me and my family. You can see the way we treat ourselves. And we'll build a fence around ourselves. We don't see what somebody else is feeling. Now, we talk about Borno. Somebody said, well, I'm in Lagos. It didn't get to Lagos. We talk about what is happening in Benue. Up to now, the people the indigenous people have been displaced from their land. So who's occupying the land? Up to somebody, it's not my business. After all, my own family here, we can afford it as long as we can afford it, because it has not got to you. That money you keep, God forbid, if your child is kidnapped and they told you to go and bring 100 million ransom to free that child, I will see where that tiny money you are spending, you think that has been taken care of, is taken care of, then I'll see where you are going to get it. So these are what we are feeling, that Nigerians, we should change our mentality. Be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. Because all these things happening all over the country. I told you, somebody close to me was kidnapped in Lagos State. They had to pay ransom within this month.
Can you imagine that? So
many, it happens all over. It's what people will call and tell us what is happening to you, and let's see what Nigerians typically are going through. And
despite you reporting the case to the Nigerian police.
Now, I'm not going to say much about that. Yeah. Now, now it's got to a level of gas now. And we just, because after all, somebody will say, well, because I can afford it.
Yeah.
It's not my business, because I can afford it. As long as God is giving me the means to afford it.
That's not the case. Mr. Tony Mbata, It's quite unfortunate, to be honest. The lady, Somto Chuku of Arise TV, they've caught the armed robbers, like literally almost all of them. We heard that there were 15 of them that raided that apartment. Not just one apartment, like it's a compact of different apartments, and 15 of them. They also released CCTV footages of those men, how they came around going from one room to the other. And this lady died. Immediately, the president said the Inspector General of Police and the FCT Minister, they must make sure that the culprits are caught. Do you know they did? They got confessions from these guys. They disclosed how they attacked the apartment. How one of them said that while she wanted to, step down from the balcony, he held her, but her weight was too much for him. He couldn't hold her further and she fell. Talked about how much they all got from the money, who sent them to do what they did. And even the remaining 4 that they had not caught, they were also in another area for another operation. Now, if Somto Chuku did not die, has been a very popular person, and he didn't come to the press, that incident would have happened to those flat members, and there would have been nothing. They may have just reported the case to the police, but there would have been no concerted effort to ensure that those individuals are apprehended. After all, it's just armed robbery. The Nigerian police applied their apparatus, their intelligence apparatus. Do you know what they did? They tracked the phones that they stole. So what I'm trying to say is, the will is seriously lacking because certain elements or individuals are literally enjoying the benefits of this franchise. And unfortunately, people are dying in droves while this politician sits somewhere and using people's lives on the chessboard. So Mr. Lawal Ekunda is saying that Nigerians have decided to be docile, like it's their fault because they kept quiet. It hasn't affected them, that's why they're quiet. And literally, do you think Nigerians are docile while this continues to happen every day?
I'll answer your question. I'll give you 2 instances, then collaborate it with what he said and make my own decision. Now, you say something, you have collaborated with what I said, that because government, they know what is up. If they want to stop it, they will stop it by telling us that they say president called Inspector General of Police, say get these people, and everything.
They say it was in the
public. Okay, everything happened and they apprehended those people. That to tell you that if they want to stop insecurity, they will do that. But because, as Mr. Kunda has said, it's not happening to them. And as I said before, because this insecurity in the north or whatever, they are making money from it. They don't want to stop it. Let me tell you what happened. When I was in 3rd year in the university,
we were 300 level.
Yeah, 300 level. And we are coming from Imo State University to Unilag. We are coming for NANS election and other things. Most of us, I won't lie you, we came with guns, So when we are coming, yes, when we are coming, then there was an issue. The NANS election could not hold. We are now going back after all what happened. We are going back, getting to nature. But when we were going, guys, they were shooting guns. Some of the students were shooting gun and all the rest of them. But we are warning those people that are shooting gun anyhow. Say, stop this thing. Now, when we are coming back, get on nature. If we meet any hold up, guys will shoot. People will run away. Getting to here, something happened, and on the spot we move. Going the police or when they have Bakassi, they call Bakassi that some armed robbers are shooting gun. So Bakassi double cross out at here, Mbidi, and they apprehended the student. Now, when they got us, they now sent us to state security, Anambra. Oka, state security, DSS Oka, Anambra. So we were there. What happened was, do you know that those 5 guys that were shooting those guns anyhow, do you know that police got them? Because what they did, they divided us into many cells. They were able to pinpoint those 5 guys. That's a story. There was a story told to me by my friend. There was a car that was stolen, and that person that owned the car related to one of the commissioner of police. The commissioner of police called immediately and told them that I want that car to be returned immediately. He said within 30 minutes, that car was found. What am I trying to say? Because the government of the day, the people that are in charge, they don't want to stop insecurity. And also Nigerians, like Mr. Kundaya said it all. I have had it so many people saying, what you pray is that God should help you, so that when you have money, you can pay it, you can pay and buy whatever you can buy, no problem. That Nigeria cannot be redeemed. No. They say, what they are saying, are they hearing you? What are you? Are you the first person? Are you the sent? Because we don't want to make a move, because we don't want to die, and we are dying. Remember what Shakespeare said? He said, a coward die how many times before his death? Nigerian masses, we are contributing to this. Because if we should come out and say, even if we are going to die, let us die. Even if we are going to live, let us live. Enough is enough. When Theophilus Danjuma came out to say that Nigerian military and government, they are colluding, they are doing this. Do you know the kind of security information he's having? So Nigerian masses, we are contributing to this, and they have looked at us. We can't do anything. So that's why this thing is going on. But if you say no, I think it will stop.
All right, very quickly, let's move on to. I played an audio of the interview Showore had yesterday. Barrister Darlington is of the note. I spoke with Barrister Darlington on the same issue during the World News at 6, and a lot of people, a couple of persons are expressing disappointment with Barrister Darlington's response. I saw messages of people saying that, Barrister Darlington is one of the Southeasterners who would prefer Nnamdi Kanu to remain in custody. Now, Barrister Darlington is of the note that all this while, Nnamdi Kanu has been in custody. How come Amaechi Showore did not decide to go on a protest? Why now? And if anything happens from the fallout of this protest, who will be those that will bear the consequences? That when it comes to the Southeast, it's very easy for them to open guns and kill them. Compared to if it's a protest from the Southwest or possibly from the North, they wouldn't be quick in reacting like that. And that the Southeasterners have died so much and blood has been shed so much for this country that how about Showore, along with other top Southwesterners, go and lobby for the release of Nnamdi Kanu if indeed there's a sincerity of purpose? Others feel that it's not the concern of some certain regions. I have seen some reactions on social media from the Southwest and from the North, especially some of the political juggernauts, saying that Nnamdi Kanu should do due diligence, should do his cause. If the court convicts him, fine. If the court finds him not guilty, then they can release him. But asking him to be freed, they allege that most of the things that happened in the Southeast as a result of his call for referendum or self-determination that has led a lot of young persons killed, and the insecurity in the South is attributed to him, that he needs to pay for all of those actions. But the thing is this: someone is coming out to speak. Showore is alleging that some of the Southeast governors and politicians come out on the public to say, we have been advocating for Nnamdi Kanu's release, we will do something about it, but that in secret they're not doing anything. That when they meet the president, that's not what is the priority of their conversations with the president. And that's why he's calling on a couple of them that, you know what, let's go to the National Assembly and demand that something be done as soon as possible. So he said he reached out to Alex Oti and Peter Mba, and that by the time he reached out to them after the proposal, their phones are switched off. He reached out to Peter Obi's team. They said he's in Rome. Peter Obi has eventually returned. We don't know if he's also going to be part of the protest. Now, his supporters are saying he shouldn't be part of it. It's a trap. Showore is working for the APC or in cahoots with the DSS. There's a possibility that if anything happens, it could be an opportunity for Peter Obi to be shot or convicted or taken to prison, since his record has not been tainted. There are different perceptions. I'm reading out all the perceptions to this. However, a couple of Nigerians think that what Showore is doing is very bold, very brazen. It is something that determines who a true leader is. And we should look aside the fact that he's a Southwesterner, and that we should look aside the fact that he's trying to score cheap political points. He's doing what a typical, true-blooded Nigerian is supposed to do for their brother. What's your take on that?
I will answer you from biblical aspect of it. Then I will give you.
There's no Bible.
Yes.
There's no Bible.
There's something Paul said.
Who is
he
Paul?
said, St. Paul said,
okay, some
some people preach Christ because of their stomach. Some people preach it because of the kingdom's sake. Some people preach it in order to show off. But whosoever Christ has been preached, that's the message. Christ has been preached. If you have not repented, you should repent and give your life to Christ. That is what St. Paul said. The message there is that Christ has been preached. But what Showore is doing, there are more to it.
There is more to it.
There is more to it.
What is the more?
If Showore, honestly, what he's doing, the end of it is that let Kanu come out. But Showore should not be calling, come and join me, come and join me, come and join me. If you want to do something as a Nigerian and you want to help your brother, you don't need to be, I call the Southeast. He's trying to paint a narrative in order to bring an issue, in order to make a point, in order to get a point. And that point, he should not get it. And he will not get it. Because the peculiarities of the Southeast and other geopolitical zone are not the same. And Showore knows what he's doing. That's why Barrister Darlington was saying what he's saying. If you want to protest against injustice done to your brother, I don't need to call a governor of Osun State. I don't need to call governor of Lagos State. I don't need to call governor of Kaduna State to come. If I want to do it like when we say Aluta Continuo, Aluta Sheda, and all the rest of them. So all these things he's doing, he should do whatever he think is good. We know most of the games they are playing. So if Showore is protesting that Kanu should be released, fine and good. So don't bring P2B, Pete and Ba, LSOT and the Igbo people. Igbo people have been moving and they keep moving. They have been saying it. They have said it time without number. They have said it in the house. They have said it in the wherever. Hanese have said it. Abaribe have said it. Many people have said it.
But Abaribe is also going to be part of
it. They are saying it. What I'm saying is that Showore, whatever he's doing, he should not be calling Igbo leaders, come and join me. Do it. We'll support you. People that want to support you will support you.
No, he feels
he should. I listen to him. He's trying to paint a narrative. He's trying to get something. He should.
You sure that?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure of what I'm saying. That's why Barrister Darlington is sounding the way he's sounding.
Do you think that it is paranoia, possibly because of what happened to the Igbos, and recurrent experiences afterwards, where they were part of supposedly fight for one Nigerian, and they they bore more of the consequences to that? Do you think that's why this angle of thinking is what has pervaded your mindset?
No, it's not. It's not. When we have June 12th,
yes,
when June 12th come, there was no point they call somebody from Southeast. So everybody conversed. Somebody started it, and every other person willingly. He never alluded. I call somebody from Yoruba people to come. I call governor of this to come. No.
The reason
so Showore, if you want to protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, don't bring anybody and say I call this person and telling the media. No.
He feels he's
Showore is doing what he's not supposed to. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
You know this is not the first time he's been advocating for Nnamdi Kanu.
There are many things we can say. He knows what he's doing. I told you now, when we had June 12th, people came. People started it. They didn't call somebody from Enugu, somebody from this. It was like a voluntary something, and we see ingenuity on it. So if Showore is doing that, people will join him. Don't tell us you call this person, you call P2B, they say he's in Rome, you call this. He's trying to get some cheap political whatever. If what he's doing, that's why he said, St. Paul says, some people preach Christ in so many things, but the message is that Christ has been preached for people to repent. So if Showore is starting it, let him start it. And what they are doing within Nnamdi Kanu is politics. Look at what all the things that Asari Kubo said. Nobody have ever arrested him. Asari said he's working with government, killing Southeast people. Many people have said a lot of things. They didn't do anything. But why is it that when we come to Southeast, is something else? Because Nigerian government believe that we are still fighting Biafra Nigerian war. We have not really said war is a bygone thing. It is supposed to go back. But we are still doing it. What has Nnamdi Kanu done that kept him there up to tomorrow? Nothing. So, Showore, whatever you are doing, do it out of love. Do it as a comrade. Stop bringing, I call this person. I don't buy that idea.
Okay, so what if Mr. Lala, don't worry. I'm giving you time because I know your own response plenty. You understand? No, you are going to respond to this. I trust you, and I know I'm saving. I am saving you. I'm saving you because I know I need to hear from you, Mr. Tony. He is acting as a leader. A leader does not look at the tribe I am from. A leader does not look at I would only pay attention to something that is only from my community. But a couple of people think that opposition political party members, especially those from that region, ought to have led for something like this, and not to be afraid. Showore has shown a level of boldness, brazenness to the government of the day. But some people think that his ethnic, his ethnic affiliation has given him an immunity. No other person could have done or said the kind of things he has said and walk free, like the terms he called the president and all that. But we know what he went through during Muhammadu Buhari's administration, all the things that transpired, how he has remained in DSS, because right now he has a case to answer with the Inspector General of Police. DSS as well has sued him. Even some of the APC members have sued him to court for the derogatory names that he referred to as the president. So there are a lot of court cases against Omoyele Sowore. The End Bad Governance protest, the fearless protest, all he called out for it. He has been spearheading movements, mobilizing for a sense of democracy in this country, despite the palpable fear that a lot of Nigerians have from with the government of the day. And you still think that there is a motive behind all of this, or you think he's trying to buy the supporters buy the obedient to him ahead of 2027. Is that what you think?
Esther, you said something. You said a leader will not think I'm coming from this side or this side. You always move and galvanize people to follow him.
Okay.
We know when Garifa Irumi was alive, if he's doing something, have you ever seen Garifa Irumi say, I call this person? We know Fela, when Fela is protesting or whatever. And we know even Charlie Boy, when some of those people will do things. So if you are a leader, you don't need to say, I call this person to come. Start it. People will see what you are doing. And let me tell you, even whether you believe it or not, the peculiarities of the Southeast is quite different from every other geopolitical zone. What they say Kalu did, every other zone they have done. Recently, some people attested that they want to exit from Nigeria. Even the Duduwa Republic has submitted their own, many of them. So what has Nnamdi Kanu done? Nothing. But they are playing politics. And is it not in the Southeast they sit at home? Look at what happened. The Nigerian soldier went to that place and they were doing all manner of things, roadblock everywhere. But all those things, they will do it in the north. We saw what happened in the north. A terrorist came out and was addressing people. Nothing happened. With his gun. And nothing happened. People know what they are doing in the Southeast. The Nigerian government has never come out clear to say we are one Nigeria. That's why you see county issue. People have been talking. People have been protesting. But if Sowore want to start it, he should not bring Mbavo to tell the world or to tell Nigerians or to bring their head knocked together. He should start it. People will join him.
All right, Mr. Lawal Kondare, what's your take? Please come closer to the mic because I really need to. There are different angles to this. I'm sure you heard all the questions I asked him. Apparently, Mr. Tony Mbata and Barrister Darlington have the same line of thought on this. I need to hear what you think about this.
Thank you very much. Now, I'll start. I wanted to start from somewhere, but I'll start from the later one. Now, I remember, I will never forget what Soludo said.
Okay.
About his people.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yes.
What he said about his people.
About what is it concerning insecurity?
Yes.
Okay.
What he said about his people.
Said 99.9%. Okay, yeah.
You get it, to come out and say it to the world that is the problem of his state is his people when it comes to insecurity. What do you want an outsider to do? So, and the people in that state did not protest against that person. Are you telling me that they are shielding?
Didn't you hear what people told him?
Excuse me, wait, Mr. Mbata.
No, don't. You can't make a blank. No. You can't make a blank say something that is not true. I will not respond. Didn't you hear what people said? Told Soludo. No. Many of us, I said it, Barrister Darlington said, and many other people said, Soludo, don't do this. It's a lie.
No, wait. You said
we should protest over what? Because of his statement.
Are you okay? Are you true? Now
yes.
Continue. You know you are my friend.
Go ahead, sir.
But I'll
say your truth. Say your truth.
Now, you said you said against. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. Is that all? Two of you out of
not two of us, not your people. The Southeasterners said what Soludo said is a lie.
That is all.
So what do you want us to do?
Wait, I'm coming for
you. You want us to protest so that Nigerian soldiers will come and start killing innocent people? No, that is what you people want. No. That's what you people want.
No, so that's what you people want.
No, that's not Nigerian government. Are you not a Nigerian? Nigerian government.
No, you can't generalize that.
No. That's what Nigerian people want.
No, you can't generalize.
I am telling you this. The issue is that we don't want to hear the truth.
No, you can't generalize.
The Igbos are in a difficult situation in this country, whether you believe it or not.
The statistics reveals it. Happenings reveal it.
Thank
but
you.
For you to say
so if we protest, he said we didn't protest, we only talk. What do you want us to do? Tell me. Protest so that Nigerian soldiers will start killing them. They don't want to die again. It took Babangida how many years to come and debunk the war?
Wait, Mr. Abda, if you say I know that the easterner of the part of Nigeria, the Igbos are marginalized, they are oppressed. I know it even from after that 1966 when the coup was stopped.
Okay, I know. I really want you to talk on this show thing. Yes, please.
What I want to bring out is that if you talk about this man, you said a lot of things. Go to the middle belt of Nigeria. You see that some ethnic groups have been totally phased out. Go to the middle. See, when you study Nigerian history, you come back and you begin to weep. That what happens to the other ethnic groups within this? We have them in Jos, Plateau. I mean, we have them in Jos. We have them in Benue. We have in Niger. And you see that these terrorists totally want to wipe them out. Now, they are even worse.
We're talking about Showore, and I need you to focus on that because of time. I need you to explain a lot of things.
What I want to say,
please focus on the conversation. Yeah,
I made use of that Soludo own.
Okay. Yes.
People talk and talk, but there was no serious condemnation against him for what he said against his people.
Okay.
Now Showore came out that I'm not happy with what is happening to Kanu. With all the problems I'm facing with government and all these things, which they try to, silence me. But still, I have this love for this man. I want to, put my life online for him. Now, he's now saying this thing openly that, okay, well, I'm expecting this and that. We should have said it too. But I'm not saying what he said is totally, his method is totally right. But
what
his
method
motive,
is that?
what I've said that for him, if you say the way he speak it out, he shouldn't have said that.
Who?
No, I'm talking about Showore.
How did he speak it out that he shouldn't have spoken?
No, I'm not talking about the protest. I'm talking about calling out some people.
Okay.
Like, okay, where's he didn't see Obi, he spoke. I'm just saying that
he said he reached out to them. These are persons that are from that region.
Yes.
Okay, how come? Put out, this is exactly his word, so we don't get him out of context. Let's put our political differences aside. Okay, let's do this. This guy's my brother, he's my friend. I don't like what is happening with him. So if you people say you have been advocating for his release, I am joining you now. Maybe this would even engineer other people that are non-Igbos to join the call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't put it out like, I'm daring you. If you have the spine, all of you are saying you want to do this, but you're not doing this. Oh yeah, now come and show that you want to do it. So that's basically
Esther, I asked you, say, when we fight for Abiola issue, did we say we call this person, it's a Yoruba? No.
But Mr. Lawal,
Showore knows what he's doing, and you should not do it.
Your interruption is kind of making me to come back.
Okay.
Now, what I just want to say is this, that his motive is good, but everything about his presentation may not be totally right. It doesn't mean that you condemn him. It's for you
to acknowledge him.
Yes, to support him and then do what you can. You don't need to call against him, because what he's doing is to the benefit of you and the other Nigerians. I'm not happy with what is happening to Kanu, because the same issue, Kenya has finished their case long time ago. They have finished their case about Kanu since. Yeah, in a year we see back and forth.
Is it not showing you anything if we are back and front?
Stop it.
No, I'm telling you, I'm helping you.
He's not helping.
I'm helping you. When you say back and front, to tell you the hatred they have on us. Yes, you say back and front.
Mr. Tony.
Which money?
Wait. Hold on, Mr. Tony. Please, less divisive hate comments. Okay?
I'm helping him.
No. I think Nigeria has advanced to a point where we always say, oh, the Igbos is always the victims and victims and victims and victims.
The Igbos have been trying to say this thing you are saying, but the Nigerian government have refused.
It is not.
They have refused. I'm telling you.
Leadership.
Instead, you will not understand what is going on.
I understand.
You don't understand.
It's the leadership.
It's not leadership. This is a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
Hold on. Was it like that during Obasanjo's time?
Since APC government came.
Hold on. Was it like that during Obasanjo's time?
Obasanjo,
Jonathan's time?
I keep saying it.
So I'm saying
Obasanjo, in fact, there are some sensitive position they can't give an Igbo.
All right.
They should go and give us this seaport. We need seaport.
You need seaport.
Yes.
Have you used the on port? Have you used the port?
Have they, even the ones that are dilapidated, have they gone there to do anything? They know what they are doing.
Please continue. No. Continue on your line of thought about your please. Let's not derail.
Okay. So what I'm saying is this: that when somebody in Yoruba they will say akalolo, that is akalolo tó bá yá pé baba.
Akalolo tó bá yá pé baba.
That is somebody is stammerer. He's trying to call father. You don't shut him down because he's trying to call father. You give him time because eventually you call it, and everybody will say, "Good, you have called father." Everybody you hear. Now the same thing with Jore. I don't say the way he's doing this is perfect.
Okay.
But it's good to me. It's in the right direction. What it needs from all of us, regardless of where you come from, is the support. The same Jore will still call out very soon Nigerians concerning this banditry and the terrorism that is happening. He will call out Nigerians. Everybody will support. He will call out. What we need now is for us to put that differences aside. Look at the positivity of what that person wants to do and then give support. You may see that even when you start, people who will even be at the forefront may not even be Showore at all. You may even see great people who are even stronger being at the forefront, and then eventually will get what we want. That is justice for Nigeria. Because what is happening now is can happen to anybody. I can step out of this way and you hear that GSS has picked me up. I'm not immune to that now, am I? So if this thing is happening, what we need is the support. Is overdue for a protest for Kanu, because I don't know if it is justice. This is not justice.
He's calling for a peaceful work, not necessarily like a protest, but like a peaceful come together. Let's go to Aso Rock. But there are fears that if anyone from a certain extraction joins it, it could turn. If a machinery is applied, possibly it could be a trap or a tactic.
Esther,
it could devolve to something else.
Esther, that is not the point. That is not the point, because it's the duty of the Nigerian police to protect protesters. Did they carry gun? Did they carry weapon? So if you allow any other person to hijack it, it is the fault of the police, because it is their duty to maintain law and order.
No, it always happens.
In the country,
have you forgotten what happened in Lagos when Rosevival wanted to do his defection to the ADC? Have you also forgotten what happened during the NSAS protest? We saw these thugs come down from a vehicle, from a bus, to disrupt the process, and they turned NSAS, that was one of the most beautiful protests in this country, Nigerians from all walks of life unifying, and became something dreadful that no one wants to anticipate or do anymore.
No matter the way you call it, it doesn't stop Nigerians from protesting. It is the right of Nigerians to protest. No matter how you paint it, no matter even if you say some people, it doesn't stop us from protesting, because protest is our right. If you are doing something that is injustice to us, we have the right to protest.
So in other words, Mr. Lawal, you're saying that what Showore is saying is not wrong, but possibly tagging certain persons is not the right way to go about it.
I'm not saying targeting.
Okay, no, tagging, yes.
What I'm saying is that if you feel like I shouldn't have done that, that doesn't mean you should totally rubbish the good intention. He has a good effort.
When I started from what St. Paul said. I said the message is Christ has been preached. The message Showore want to pass is releasing Nnamdi Kanu. You are not supposed to call in some Igbo people come and join me for a walk.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
There's many things wrong in it. If you look, many wrong in it. Many things. He's trying to instigate something.
In the House of Assembly, there was one obese rep that was yes, I was talking concerning the, and the speaker tried to
shut him down.
The guy stood his ground. We know something that happened to Natasha could happen to him, but he knew that it has got to the level in which we need to begin to call ourselves out. We need to dare. We need to get justice.
Okay, thank you very much. We've actually spoken about this for so long. I will take a very short break. When we return, we're heading to other topical interests. Do kind of stay with us. This is Evening Rush on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Customer, welcome. What do you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get them. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cutout fuse and distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry. I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cut-out fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cut-out fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover-wise pan foolish o. Slatter Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy-duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star J, na you Pico.
Lagos, are you ready? The Niger Landlord Summit 2025 is here. Join us on Saturday, 1st November 2025 at the Golden Tulip Hotel, International Airport Road for the biggest gathering of real estate minds in Nigeria. Come and discover how to profit from the booming housing demand in Nigeria. Explore funding and investment opportunities that work. Gain insights on government housing policies shaping the market. Experience the latest prop tech innovations transforming property ownership. Network with top developers, investors, and policymakers all in one room. Don't miss this power-packed event. Registration is 50,000 naira only, with full access to sections, exhibitions, with premium networking and refreshment. How to register? Make payment to VOPFM account number 112-416-8488. Again, 112-416-8488. Zenith Bank. Send your proof of payment via WhatsApp to 0707 115 4297. 0707 115 4297.
All right, welcome back. This is still the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. We're actually having quite an interesting conversation here. My name is Esther Wachiku, and the gentleman with me in the studio, Mr. Tony Imbata and Mr. Lawa Ekunda. You're not a gentleman. Mr. Tony is not gentle. Okay.
People know that I'm
and
a
the
gentleman.
volatile man here in the studio is Mr. Tony Imbata and Mr. Lawa Ekunda, since you're not gentlemen. Okay, so I want to be able to open the phone lines on time. Today's Friday, so I really need you guys to actually tell us what you think about the conversations that we're having. Now, I'm sure you've heard about the approval and confirmation of Professor Joash Amukwitan. Obviously there were different talks about where he comes from and his ability to deliver in the upcoming election, like Anambra elections and the 2027 general elections. A couple of people have wished him congratulations. Questions were being asked as to where has this man been? Who is he? He's from the North Central, but a couple of people think that he's Yoruba. He's from the Southwest. They argue that the president is fixing his persons in sensitive positions. That the same thing he did too with Bayo Ojulari, the NNPC boss, that you say he's from the North Central Kwara, but he's from the Yoruba speaking part, and that the same thing with Professor Amukwitan. There are fears that the president is putting his persons in sensitive positions, like you have Justice Kekereekun as well, that all those persons are meant to deliver 2027 elections to him. A couple of people think that no, give Amukwitan a fair chance. The fact that he's from the North Central, the Yoruba speaking side, does not mean that he wouldn't deliver right. And it doesn't mean that because he was nominated by the president and confirmed by the Council of State that he wouldn't do the needful or he wouldn't be transparent. But, we got to see some reports that made a couple of persons think in that line, that have that kind of thoughts. So apparently, Professor Joash Ojo Amukwitan, a distinguished Nigerian legal scholar, professor of law at the University of Jos and senior advocate of Nigeria, was part of the legal team representing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the All Progressives Congress in the 2023 Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. And the tribunal, presided over by the Presidential Election Petition Court, heard challenges to Tinubu's victory in the February 2023 general elections, primarily from the People's Democratic Party, led by Atiku Abubakar, and the Labour Party candidate led by Mr. Peter Obi. So, what is the position on the team? Amukwitan served as a lead counsel for the APC and Tinubu during the procession of the tribunal. And this is what a couple of people say, okay, so this is what we're saying. But do you think that Nigerians are judging too quick? I'll start with you.
Nigerians are not judging too quick.
Okay.
They are using the antecedent
okay.
to decide the future of their case.
All right.
If somebody fall into the well once and you fall into the well the second time, people will say, are you crazy? That you are not normal. That is what is going on. So we have seen what Yakub Mahmoud did to us. So, and then Nigerians are being very careful. We know that we were expecting electoral reform that can make election free and fair. We have not seen that so far. So it's like we are going back into the bottle. The bottle, we are still going back into that bottle again. And Nigerians are afraid to step into that bottle because that is what we're seeing. The president has unpicked unilaterally.
He did not. There were council waiting.
Council waiting.
He
will present what would they say no? This is a person that stood for him. Can you be judge over your own case? He must pick somebody that will do what he want. And the opposition are there moving up and down. Moving up. Now, I've told you this. I said it that this is a time for Nigerians to say no when they pick anybody we don't want. This is a lead counsel to his whatever, and you appointed him. What are we expecting to see? We have seen it now. Nigerians, we should stand up and they say no.
It's a reform, that makes that INEC to be independent, truly independent. Nobody will be afraid.
If you pick and submit to them, we will say no.
Under the unilateral control of the presidency. And so what
in fact, if care is not taken, we are going to see worse than what Mahmoud did. This is a lead counsel. And he's now sitting at the end of affairs.
There was a glitch in JAM, and a old professor was crying for that error, just one error. He was crying to Nigerians for forgiveness, and somebody committed a very, very terrible, grievous error. The INEC chairman glitch, and then he didn't even bother.
But the fact that Mr. Tony Bata, the fact that Mopiton was part of the president's legal team, he was the lead counsel, and that he was chosen to be the INEC chair, does that actually erode the fact that he may be a professional? We've heard a couple of persons congratulate him, the APC, the Obedient Movement, and there is a hope that he will do something different than what Mahmoud Yakub did. He has a lot on his shoulder actually to recalibrate the image of INEC.
Esther, mark my word, he is not going to do anything. For the fact that he is a lead counsel to this, disqualified him. We need a neutral person.
A neutral person.
Yes. That one alone shows can you be a judge over your case? This is a matter that you have been defending this person, and tomorrow, oh my God, are we kidding in this country? That's why Mr. Kunda was saying that Nigerians, we are causing the problem of ourselves. Knowing this thing, we're supposed to stand up and say no to this man.
I want to talk about the way that tribunal.
But you can't say no to him.
We will say.
Central said congratulations. The Southwestern.
They know what they are doing. Who are the people? Who are the people that are congratulating him?
Listen to what I want to say first. I want you to respond.
Okay,
you
sir.
Will respond now. You are Mr. Mbata. Look at the way that tribunal went. Look at the way it went. Are you telling me that is the way it's supposed to go? Look at what lawyers were defending. That even people who are not lawyers were wondering, how did it go?
People who don't know what is earned.
See,
people who pass a judgment 25% in Abuja is no longer 25%, and this is the same person to defend all these things. People who say we should not release the certificate.
All right, let's get your reaction, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, Peter Mba has joined the APC. It means that we have about 25 or 26 APC governors in difference to about 6 or 5 PDP governors and 1 Labour Party governor. And with this, there are talks that it's a clean sweep for Tinubu in 2027. It's not just governors.
It's not going to be so. It's not going to be so.
It's not going to be so.
Except this INEC chairman. It's not going to. See, Tinubu will see surprise.
You sure?
The governors are decamping, not the masses are decamping. They are hungry in the land. They are not. Who voted them in? That's the question you ask yourself.
Mr.
Go and check 2023. Leave Ojus Okalu. Those people are roadside mechanics. We know them.
2027, he's going to go to his village.
You can't do anything. He can't even win local government. Ojus Okalu cannot even win local government. He's just making noise. Who's the leader? Oh, it's an empty vessel that makes the most noise. You can have you ever somebody say, I am the leader. You don't crown yourself leader. Allow people to crown you.
Okay, the presidency has then issued a stern warning to rights activist Amaechi over his plan to lead a protest in Abuja demanding the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And obviously, it was Bayo Nanuga. He actually was the one who wrote that particular message. He warned him not to actually do that in reaction to what Amaechi is proposing. He's accusing Shiwore of trying to create chaos under the guise of activism. This is what he wrote. You are nothing more than an anarchist masquerading as a rights activist. You very well know that Nnamdi Kanu is facing trial for treason, and yet you want to cause a breakdown of law and order by mobilizing for a protest. Is this the kind of revolution you envisage for Nigeria, where the rule of law will be violated and your idea of justice will be the law of the jungle? He criticized Atiku Abubakar for supporting the planned protest, describing his position as reckless and unbecoming of a statesman. According to him, issues before the court cannot be settled through street actions. He further stated that although the legal processes may seem slow, the administration is committed to ensuring justice through the right channels. So, Shiwore is being known for his bold activism, and he has maintained that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 12 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's get your reaction to some of the topical issues that we raise here. And the number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. That is the number to call. All right. Okay, let's take a listen from you. See WhatsApp messages. Don't plenty for here. Hello, good evening. How are you? Okay. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Obina calling from a person.
All right, Obina, go ahead, please.
Yeah,
okay.
All the governor in Nigeria join APC, no concern Nigeria. Because all those governors, they are not hungry. So many Nigeria, they know what to do in 2027. We don't care. That's my own opinion. Thank you.
All right, Obina, thank you for calling. All right. 080-3692-9933. That's the number. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Hugo, calling from Ikoto.
Sir, can you speak up, please? Hello? I think his network. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. Please, what's your name?
I'm Augustine, calling from Badagry Road.
All right, Mr. Augustine, welcome to the program. How is Badagry today? Did it rain?
Fine. First time caller.
Oh, wow. Let me ring bell for you. Mr. Augustine, congratulations and welcome to the program. Please
thank you.
Okay?
Great, your man there.
Thank you.
Yeah. All your people are conversing about all this. I love all the way you people talk about it, and I want to tell we Nigerians that we are the cause of our own problem. We know the things that is pressing us, and we are pampering it. That is part of our problem. As for Shiwore, is a freedom fighter. As for me, what he decides to do is well. But I know the way they handle the case of all the people he invited to join him up. There, when I was a little 13 years, I am in the Biafran side. I'm from Delta. So, hello?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So I know the way they handle things that concern people there. So they will use their own initiative to follow up what they call them for. Because when they want to hold people, instead of to hold Shiwore himself, they will need new people to hold them as stand. As for me, Peter will be let him down near that place, because they can give him a shot from nowhere. So we have to protect people. If other people will go there, let them go. But what I'm waiting for Nigeria is a day that the whole Nigerians will rise and move for our rights. What we are doing now, we love the condition that we are. That's why we remain in this way. I pray that one day that Nigerians will rise and get their rights back in Jesus' name.
All right, thank you very, very much. Thank you for calling, sir. So apparently, Professor Mukwiton was not part of the legal team of the president. We were able to do. Somebody sent me something right now. What's your name? Inkonye Inikotu. Inkonye, thank you very much. She said that he was not part of the legal team. There are a lot of legal cases in the past that he was part of, but not necessarily part of the president's legal team. So Professor Mukwiton was never at any point a member of the president's legal team. He may have consulted or offered advice to a couple of legal practitioners in the past, especially with presidential tribunals, but not necessarily President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's team. Madam Inkonye, thank you very much for that. And again, that's why we actually do this. We work together here. We all do this research together. We're all together. So thank you very much. However, in that regard, which is what I have been saying, is it possible that whatever fears the Nigerians have about him as a person should not be decided? Let him do the work before judgment is imposed on him.
Esther, the president will pick the man that will do the job for him.
I told you something, that there is a council of state.
I had
there were several names based on requirements that he has attained and the region he's from. Because again, if you look at the number of persons and their regions as to those who have been in charge of the institution like INEC, we had the National Electoral Commission before it's morphed into INEC. We've had several people from different zones and none from the North Central has been part of it. So don't you think all of these considerations were looked into?
Esther, for us to get it right, let the political parties choose people that will be presented among them.
Is there no constitutional authority? Is there no constitutional authority for the president to nominate the INEC boss?
So long as there is the power of the president to nominate, we can't get it right in this country.
So in other words, that part of the constitution
that we can't get it right.
Why the governors?
You can't get it right. Somebody that appoint you, he can't get it. It's only Jonathan that messed himself up.
How did
by picking Jaga. Because there was a report that this man, Jonathan don't know Jaga. But these present politicians, Jonathan was the only person that said, the blood of Nigerians never worked for my ambition. But all these crop of politicians, would they say that?
Okay. All right. However, let's allow him to work first before any judgment will be made. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please welcome.
This is my first time calling.
Oh, welcome, sir. Welcome.
Yeah. Please, what I want to say this night is very simple.
So your voice is low.
Okay, what I want to say this night is very simple. I want Nigeria to unite. When we unite as a Nigerians, we can get this done. Yes. All this Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, it cannot get anywhere to us. Although we are feeling the pain, but we need to unite. Anyhow, anyway, anyhow. That's the truth. For the Nnamdi Kanu case, Nnamdi Kanu has done anything wrong. He doesn't do anything wrong. It's very, very, all the whole thing that you say happening in Nigeria is happening and nobody comments it. Nobody look the other way out. So I don't know where we're going. Every day things keep recurring. You can go to supermarket now, you can buy things. If you buy things 5 times, go back tomorrow, you'll see 6,500. Imagine 1,000 something. It's not so before. Before they will put small money, maybe 5,000, 5,001. But today, 6,000, 6,500, and nobody's complaining. We are in one Nigeria. Let's be watching them. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Okay, thank you. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Welcome.
I'm calling from Papa Said.
Mr. Said.
Abdullahi Osman.
Abdullahi Usman. Where are you calling, sir? Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Papa Ejora Said.
All right, welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us today. First,
how everything now?
Everything day, Jerry. Oga, everything.
My opinion for you is that if you see the structure of our country, the trouble is so much for our country itself. first thing I can say, that man who's speaking to, if you are a leader, so just walking away. If you do good, to someone can follow you. If you are no good now, nobody can follow you, sir. And that's the only thing, sir. Then after that, if you see our structure of our country now, what of you we are thinking about like hungry, problem of economics, problem of politicians. There is many things problems, sir. So probably we can stay for one side and find the solution for our country, sir. Let's not help ourselves. Whether the country can divide or not, get people to help ourselves. Okay. No think about it is always or not. No, come together and find the solution. Bro, we are in hungry. Bro, we say no, Igbo, no Yoruba, no Hausa. We are in trouble. Bro, we say so. Let us just help ourselves and find the solution. That's the only things.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you for calling. Yeah, day. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. 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 All right, hello? This person. Okay. What's your name, sir? Good evening. Hello. Okay. 08036929933. What's your name, please? Welcome. Hello. Hello. We can hear you. Hello. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Sunday, calling from Bokono.
Mr. Sunday from Bokono. Welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Kudayo and Mr. Tony Mbata.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, so much I appreciate your analysis this evening. But my take is on Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
You see, many people have laid their voice for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, both internally and externally. You understand? We have different people with different style or approach on issues. For me, I'm an Igbo man. I didn't see anything wrong with what Showore said about how to release Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
One, this guy has been there for almost 10 years now, and his health is quite deteriorating. You understand? If there is anything possible anybody can do, what matters to majority of Igbo youth is that Nnamdi Kanu is ready. No matter who did it or the approach. Okay, look at after Showore made the statement, former Vice President Atiku supported it. He met with Jonathan this today, and Jonathan promised to intervene to meet the president and discuss about it. And before we know, some important and prominent Nigerians will join and intervene. Since it seems that the plea of Igbo people are not reaching them, maybe other people they will listen to them. Thank you. So Mr. Ekudayo and Mr. Bata and Barrister, please drop the time and take it easy.
All right.
I have one program in our club, they say that any man are going to what we are putting into because it's just let us make progress and peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. Hello.
Yes, good evening. This is A.
To the flow.
All right, good evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Good evening, Esther. Good evening, Mr. Tony and Mr. Kundayo.
Good evening.
I want to talk about the Showore issue.
Okay.
I think Mr. Tony and I know Mr.
Ekundayo.
Barrister is not around also.
Okay, Barrister
is not around right now, but Barrister Darlington. I think Barrister Darlington is not around, but I think I heard both of them saying that Showore is doing it for his own self. We shouldn't talk like that. Number one, I feel like Showore is Nigerian. Mr. Kanu is also Nigerian. It's not Igbo. Nobody cares about Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. We all care about Nigeria. So he's coming out for protest and going around to talk to the governors. Doesn't mean that he's doing it for himself, for his political
agenda.
Yes, he's not doing it because of that, but he wants to we want us to unite and come out and voice out, because this can happen to anybody. It can happen to Mr. Tony, it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody, and we are looking for justice.
All right.
So that's all. I think that's all he's looking for.
All right. Thank you very much.
So he can't come out alone to be doing this. He needs to call on the governors to assist in this protest. When people see governors in the protest, they will also come out and protest, because they are scared right now. The only way they can come out is when they see people. I mean, the governors, our leaders. Prominent Thank you.
All right. All right.
I love your program. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, A to the flow. Thank you so much. Don't worry, I'll still read your messages, okay? I'm still taking calls for now. Mr. Tony, there's something that just happened. I just saw. Apparently, Professor Amaechi, if you look at his bio data, all right? If you look at his bio data, he was born on 25th of April, 1967. Place of origin is Ayetoro Gbede Ijumu local government area of Kogi State, North Central Nigeria. Education and legal qualifications: attended Kwara State Polytechnic in Ilorin, 1982 to 1984. For someone who was born in 1967, actually started school at the age of 15 in a polytechnic. I calculated the date from 19. I know we used to attend school very early. Western, you know how the Southwest.
But no. Those times they go to school. Put a hand like this. I did it. You must reach 12 years in those days for you to start primary one.
Mr. Tony, were you born in 1967?
No. I was born in 1974.
You don't know your
April.
Date of birth.
No, I know. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, so
in those
1967, at 1982, he was 15 years. So he finished primary school very early. He finished secondary school very early.
He started polytechnic in 1915.
15 years.
Yes, 15 years.
You can imagine.
Anyway,
things are coming out. Things will come out.
Mr. Let me say something. This thing, give it time.
Maybe I think he's from a privileged family, and they're about.
Yes, I'm telling you, even that 1970, 1980, you will do your hand like this. If this your hand cannot touch your ear, I did it 2 times.
Even as of that time, even without putting your hand to your ears, for you to get, we finish secondary school at 20 years at that time. 20, 22, 24.
6 years you enter primary school. You must reach 6 years.
Okay. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Good both of you.
Hello.
My name is Romeo.
Romeo.
Yes.
All right.
I'm calling from Ojobarat.
All right, Romeo, please go ahead.
Let me start from the protest. See, it's those who don't know what the mean that will be saying, let's go for the protest. I am telling you, it's people to come out for this protest. Therefore, people will join us and they will start destroying things. They will say it is people that are doing it. How can we sell in this Lagos? You will see they will start locking every shop, every market. That Igbos have come out again, and the Igbos are destroying things. I am telling you the truth. If Igbos should protest on this, Agro will join us, and they will start destroying government things. They will say it is Igbos that are doing it. That is number one. Number two, let me tell you about this INEC chairman, my sister. There's no way you can be the judge of your own case. That man's name is a Yoruba name. Is there no other tribes they can call? Is no other tribes that is better? Why not make that woman to do the Anambra election first? Let's see how it will be before naming the new one. They knew what they are doing. Let them start coming out. You people are saying they finish school at the age of secondary school at the age of 15. Where do that happen? At that time, no. No, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, okay? Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Esther and Wachugu.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. How are you?
Yeah, Mazi from Germany. Mbata and Ekunda, good evening, sir.
Mazi, good evening.
Yeah, I think I would disagree with Mbata and Barrister, because I listened to Barrister's news tonight with you, Esther, and I think their argument about Nnamdi Kanu and Sowore is based on some unfounded, political, shenanigans, because Sowore and Nnamdi Kanu has been
friends.
They have known themselves for a very long time. The first time I saw Nnamdi Kanu was 2013 on Sahara Television.
Okay.
When he was talking about this, that was the first time I knew that young man. 2019, they met in New York. It was all the same about the struggle. They differ, So even as we speak, Esther, because of this, because of Sowore now, Nnamdi Kanu is what is trending here on X in Germany.
Yeah. Wow.
He
Really?
has almost 250,000. That is leading.
Okay.
Here as we speak. So even for Sowore to say it, and people are commenting, Atiku is commenting, other people are commenting. It's a boost to Nnamdi Kanu's release. Why should we see everything as politics, as politics? This young man called Sowore has been attending Nnamdi Kanu's trial every time. Tell me any Igbo man, any Igbo prominent man has attended Nnamdi Kanu's trial in Abuja. All of them are afraid. I can understand why they are afraid. I can understand them. But allow this young man, because the popularity, the prominence he's giving Nnamdi Kanu's release is, we're here, we're reading from here, we're seeing it.
Okay.
Even if the protest doesn't happen, fine. But at least people are, who is this Nnamdi Kanu? Who is this Nnamdi Kanu? That's what people are asking here on X.
Okay.
Why should we do everything about it is Igbo, Yoruba? Why are we like this?
All right.
Because let me tell you, the last time our people, our leaders attended to release Nnamdi Kanu was when Amaechi Mbazulike, Okwadike, all of them, Emmanuel, those were the people who were fronting to release Nnamdi Kanu. But these ones we have now, OT, Salute, all of them, none of them want to see Nnamdi Kanu released. That is the truth. Let us be honest with ourselves. And finally, Esther, yesterday, the thing you played yesterday, you would have, balanced the narrative. You would have played Nnamdi Kanu's audio and play other like Asare Dokuba and other audios, and then ask Nigeria, why should Nnamdi Kanu be heard incommunicado while these people are working freely?
All right,
the same people that make the same threat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
yes, I want to tell Mazi something.
As for Asare Dokubo, I have played a lot of his audio here. I have played a lot of his statements here. But thank you for that.
Yes, I want to tell Mazi something. Mazi, what we are saying is not that so what he's doing, we are not saying is bad. But we are saying as a Nigerian, you don't need to say, I call you this person, I call from his own people. When we have Abiola case, there was nothing like we call this, we call that. Okay. If you want to protest, come out. That's what we are saying. So there's nothing like politics. There is nothing like politics. We are not playing politics. We say if you want to protest for Nnamdi Kanu, come out. And the Igbos, the peculiarity we find ourselves in Nigeria is quite different from every other ethnic group in this country.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hi, Esther.
Hi, how are you?
My sister, your brother Dale.
Well
Hi,
done.
How are you?
I Dale, see me here now. We did here.
Esther.
Welcome, sir.
You are covered with the blood of Jesus.
Amen.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Amen,
Esther,
sir. Thank you.
Do you know?
Sir, tell us your name and where you're calling from, sir, please.
My name is Remio. And they call from backyard.
Which backyard?
Your backyard.
Your backyard. Go ahead. Let me go ahead.
Now, Esther. If I be rich man, your show tonight, I for change the name from Rush.
Evening Rush.
Evening Rush to Dasbos. Yeah, but with all honesty,
yeah.
Now, I think everybody is right. Everybody is right. First of all, I want to say Showore score. You see, in campaign, we have what allies. People need to form ally to
Mr. Remy, your network no good. Oh.
Hello, can you hear?
Mr. Remy, can you call back? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, speak now. I think a call was coming through for you. Or continue now.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you were breaking before. Continue, please.
Okay. Anointing has revived me. Esther's anointing.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, what I'm saying here is this: the conversation around Nnamdi Kanu, and what Showore is coming up with. Now, Showore is coming up with a central point.
Okay.
And I agree, and I will not oppose any of my Igbos brothers and sisters that say they don't want to come out to protest. I agree with them because they have been a subject of oppression for many years. And I will not consider them guilty. But please, allyship in campaign is important. Showore comes out now. Just a few days ago, Mr. Tinubu forgive drug dealers and people who commit crime against Nigeria. Look, I think Nigerians, me and you, Esther, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Esther,
sir,
you and me, and many Nigerians, we owed Kanu a big thanks. Because if Kanu did not escape, when he escaped from Nigeria,
he would have been killed. True.
That man that sent for his kidnapping in Kenya would have killed him. And one thing I don't like about you Nigerian media, Esther, can I confess?
Please go ahead.
You people, you always phrase Kanu's return to Nigeria as repatriation. He was kidnapped. He was not repatriated. And that is why Kenyan court confirmed that it was a criminal process. Esther, if I come your house, come steal your edikaikon or egusi, and you decide, you take me to court, and court say, how did you get the proof? You now went to get the proof from one illegal means. The court will dismiss your proof because you did not get your proof from the right place. When you try to pursue justice by illegal means, that justice chase become illegal. Esther, I think if you don't agree with Showore, I don't want to blame you. That's your choice.
I have no opinion to this, sir. I presented all angles, so I don't have any opinion.
No. I'm not referring to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not referring to you.
All right.
I'm just saying to my people.
All right.
To my people. If you are Igbo and you don't want, but one thing we need to understand that Nnamdi Kanu left Nigeria for the good of Nigeria. If he did not leave, he would have been killed, and you and me will not be here today. So we need to understand that we have a common struggle here.
All right.
Free Kanu, a man that did not do drug. The only thing he did to fight for his people.
All right.
Kanu is the Mandela of this modern time, because Kanu is not a thief. He never stole. He never raped. He did not forge certificate, though. He did not do drugs. He was just fighting for his people.
Remy, thank you. Thank you for calling. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther. How are you?
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Comrade Madu, reaching you from Satellite Town.
Comrade Madu, welcome, sir. This is not your first time, right?
I think I called yesterday.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Comrade Madu.
Yes, sir. Mr. Tony Mbata, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
And Mr. Lawala.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please. Let me start with the profiling of the new INEC chairman.
Okay.
Now we've been told the truth that this man was lead counsel
No, he's
of
not.
the-
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He was
I
he
already
was
told
a
you, it was
member.
fact checked. He's not
Okay.
the lead counsel. No, there's no fact check to that, sir. I already corrected that narrative. It is not true.
Okay.
He was not in the
Okay.
council, but he must have done previous consultations, for electoral
Okay.
issues, but not part of the council of the tribunal for the president. So yes, let's get that
Okay.
right. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, thank you. Then on this proposed protest
Yeah.
by Sowore, honestly, I want to say that I have my suspicion. And my suspicion is that Sowore, who, is proposing to take a protest to Abuja, we get the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And he is inviting the likes of Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, and others. And these personalities, like you two have mentioned, are the people we are looking at to stand against the current president in 2027 election. My dear, I have my suspicion that there is affinity of secrecy between Sowore and the present government.
Sure, I have a case in court.
Excuse me.
The present government has a case in court against him. You have
My sister, Esther.
Sir?
Esther.
Sir?
See, I can be fighting with you while you are working for me. It is possible and it is, practicable. So I want to say that it will be Atiku Abubakar and the others should be very careful so that they do not end up remaining behind bars while the 2027 election is, taking place.
Okay. All right.
That is my suspicion.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you for that. Let me take some messages, tons of messages here. Okay. Wow. You guys. Chi. Ooh. Okay. Let me read this one. Good evening, VOP team. Patrick from Oshodi. If Kanu detention was used for campaign by the president's son after his father won the election, he should have gone ahead to ask his father, the president, to set Nnamdi Kanu free to show his honesty about requests for his father. Again, for killing Ami in the barracks, it's something that every single person should think about deeply. Oh yes, indeed. This is something we should think about deeply. All right. This person says, Esther, is it true? No. I heard that this man is one of the lawyers that defended President Tinubu and APC. No, it's not true. There is a fact finding says it's not true. Thank you very much for actually wanting to fact check. Okay, so this person says you can never please people. There's nothing you do that they wouldn't politicize. I'm getting irritated by the day. This men think they're speaking for the Igbos. Meanwhile, they're discrediting them by creating an atmosphere of disdain and hatred by their divisive utterances. If I could advise Sowore, I would urge him to leave Kanu's issues so he can dwell in detention as long as he's kept. If some cowardly people like Mr. Tony and Darlington, who have never in their life attended Kanu's trial or staged protests on his behalf, other than sitting on a comfortable chair in an AC studio spilling hypocrisy, ignorance, unintelligence, baseless and childish propaganda to discredit someone who is bold enough to do what they are so incompetent and cowardly lazy to do. See, I don't care anymore, and please, no one should come here to scream marginalization, because the problem of Igbos are Igbos. Are they the only tribe in Nigeria? How about those in the Middle Belt and Co who have no representation or voice to speak on their behalf? If we're to listen to people speak, let it be those with wisdom, not people who speak like road sign analysts and half-baked lawyers in a motor park. This is Tay. Don't vex. Una don't vex Tay. Obed Oji, if this Esther Wachiko had read law, I wonder if any lawyer would beat her in case handle. Obed Oji, thank you very much. Who is doing the political solution? Who are the Igbos or others doing the political solution? Just joined, and I support all that this caller just said. He supported the protest being organized or championed by Sowore. That is where I belong. There are many ways to kill a rat, and so protest is one of the ways to drum up support to release Nnamdi Kanu. Good day, VOP. Anything will make the opposition join this movement for Kanu's release. Prisons await them. Thanks, Dan Laddie. The last callers that said Atiku and Obi should be the target is very correct. Tinubu is too ambitious, can never be trusted. Jerry from Ikeja. Good evening, Esther. May God bless you guys for the good work. Keep it up. Lucky too from Abule. Esther, there are many things wrong. Is Jure calling Igbo prominent men to come and join him to protest for MNK's release? If you said there is nothing wrong in that, why do Yoruba people refuse to accept when President Jonathan renamed Unilag to MKO Abiola University? To me, he shouldn't have said they should join him, Mr. Madu. Good evening, Esther. Tony Mbata Ekundaya. Solomon Asika from Mushi. Esther, what Barrister Darlington is saying, there is a truth in it. Since the foundation of this nation called Nigeria, Igbo's bloods have been soaked in that foundation. Imagine if the 3 million Igbos killed during the Biafran War were alive now. Esther, your guess is as good as mine. If Shorero wants to be his brother's keeper, let him dive fully into it, not calling out to one particular ethnic group, so that when they will infuse thugs into it, it will be blamed on the Igbos, like what happened during NSAS, assuming he said Nigerians should come out for it. It will sound better. Good evening, Esther, and the honorable guest in the studio. I'm honestly shocked that Mr. Mbata has joined Bias Darlington in condemning the noble, sacrificial, and unforgettable work that Omoyele Sowore is doing for his country. Let's be factual. Sowore has consistently stood up for justice, democracy, and accountability at great personal risk. He's been arrested, harassed, and yet he continues to speak truth to power. Using the 1993 saga as a comparison is completely off point. Times have changed, and the struggle for good governance evolves with each generation. There is no single or perfect way to protest. What matters is the courage and intent behind the action. And Sowore has shown both. We, the Igbos, and indeed all well-meaning Nigerians, stand behind anyone who speaks for the oppressed. Please, let's stop discouraging those doing what many of us are too afraid or unwilling to do. Sowore deserves support, not condemnation. Ebuka from Okota. Any governor that defects the APC must lose his second bid. Elder Deacon Owo from Mafoluko Shudi, Lagos. This person says, okay, please read my message, Esther. It's so clear to the blind that Nnamdi Kanu is being held because he's Igbo. Most people from Yoruba down to North and South have said and did more dangerous things, but we're all let go. The hate for Igbos in Nigeria is more than alarming. I support Sowore and his led protests as well as any other measures to free Nnamdi Kanu, whom courts have already freed. But those who say they own the land say no way. Imagine today military barracks in Borno was attacked by Boko Haram. Put all attentions on Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria should let Southeast have their Biafra since they're not seen as part of Nigeria. Mr. Mbata, please tell Dave Umahi that Onishawe Road is cutting into two and Xmas is coming.
It's true.
Chijioke from Isala.
After bridge, I'm going to Onishawe. It's true.
Top of the evening, Esther and the analyst. I disagree with Mr. Tony Mbata comparing Abiola's case with Nnamdi Kanu. Sowore calling out Igbo governors and others is not for political gain. On the wrong perception of Mr. Mbata, Barrister Darlington and others, if Sowore succeeds in the protest and eventually Nnamdi Kanu is released without the Igbos' participation, the same credit will be accorded to him. Igbos are afraid of protest because of soldiers and police fearing of the unknown, but someone wants to lead them. Igbos are bringing sentiment. Didai from Iyanupaja. Good evening, Esther. Sowore, no Sowore. If I'm in Abuja on the 20th, I will join the protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu from His Royal Highness BC Nwoko in Oshodi. All right. This person says, please try and read it. Maybe long. That was the reason why I've been trying to get VOP. Oh, okay. What is this? What did you send? Okay, we'll discuss this later. Good evening, VOP and everyone. I don't trust this INEC in a bit. Someone whose age is still on the debate. How are we sure they won't refer us to court again in 2027? Esther, to me, it seems 2023 wants to repeat itself again. But sure, I think it's a good idea to protest, but I wouldn't suggest Peter Obi should be involved yet because I sense something fishy. Sure, might have good intentions, but I don't trust APC people with this protest. They might hijack it and put our next president in trouble. Please, Tommy Singh from Ejigbo, your next president. Good evening, Esther. Gentlemen in the studio, you guys are doing a great job. Esther, tell Mr. Tony to be calming down. Oh, I already did. I'm sure you heard me tell him, do like this, take a deep breath. Not everything is fighting and quarreling. This is Maxwell Chigozie from Orile. Good night, Esther. Good night to you. Good evening, VOP. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Esther. I love your unbiased and objective approach to every topic. If people insist that Igbo should not come out for the protest, then when will the move for his freedom ever be done? He has been in detention for years, and what has the governors done? This is a time for them to come out and show their sincerity to the world about his release. Mr. Darlington and the man in the studio are not helping matters. How will I fight your cause without your involvement? It's never done that way. This is Solomon. All right. Hello, VOP. Good evening. Indibo should not fall for Sowore for this protest call to release MNK. It's a bait. And Indibo Igbo shouldn't fall for it. The country is highly tensed to avoid being hijacked. MNK will be released. I believe Indigo have worked hard and still working hard to release him. His government will be politically done, not by pressurizing the government. I'm Imodi Toby from Ibechuleki. All right. Good evening, Esther, and your guest. Please, Esther, what is the meaning of anarchist, as PG called Kanu anarchist, Ogwefi Wide Norsu One Ayabo? So an anarchist is somebody who you can consider to be a lover of chaos, somebody who doesn't like order. You can liken the person to a terrorist or someone who likes to clamor for terrorism activities. So literally, anarchist is a word derived from anarchy. Anarchy means breakdown of law and order where there is no sense of organization. An anarchist is a person who likes to create chaos and problem. Literally loves a situation where there is plunder, where there is mayhem, where there are terrorist-like activities. So that's what anarchist means. Well done for that. Okay. Esther, please, I align with Mazi Tonimbata that the Igbos should be circumspect about protest, be it on Nnamdi Kanu or others. Recall there are two laws in Nigeria, one for the rest of Nigerians and the other for Igbos who are usually used as scapegoats. Mr. Mbata, please, you have made your point. The Shore's call out on some prominent Igbos is mischievous, but take it easy by allowing Mr. Ekundai to contribute his beat. We love you all. Shore is doing well and should be encouraged to make his call a nationalistic one. Wow, Amubiton may have been rewarded. Esther, please look the way of messages. Most people have been calling to no avail. All right, sorry, I think it's the network. Good evening, Sister Esther. Please, you people should tell Peter Obi not to join that show if he loves himself. Good evening, Esther. Good evening to your guest. Esther, the day you will see a counter, they will pay another people to protest against Nnamdi Kanu. Mr. Mbata's voice is a bit loud and it's covering Ekundai's voice. Maybe we can find a way to lower his volume a bit so everyone can be heard clearly. All right. Good evening, VOP and Esther. I'm very happy that every one of you, both Mr. Lawal, Mbata and Darlington, do criticize Mr. President always. I know deep down in your heart, you know not everything you're saying is right, but you want him to do more. That is why you criticize him every day. Do you want to say, since all these days in office, he has not done anything good to this great country, Nigeria? May Nigeria succeed. Mr. Olawale from Ejigun, Agbede, Ogun State. Okay. Did we criticize the president today? We already talked about the release of Nnamdi Kanu and him overseeing it, right? And then we talked about insecurity and the fact that government is not doing enough in resolving that.
Some people have that premonition. That the moment you say that, this thing you did, they're already against you. That's what they see. See, when you criticize, you only point out some areas that needs improvement or where there are issues. Okay. The person needs to look at it. That's what we're doing here.
All right.
So if you have any one or two things you think the president has done, you say it now. Say
all right.
it.
Good evening, Esther and Tony Bata, Mr. Ekundara. Protest from Shirora to release MNK is a good initiative, but he should leave Igbos or Igbo leaders alone. We Igbos are the targets of security agents. All we are saying is give us. All right. Good evening, VOP. Esther, my problem on the man in is that the age he provided is not actual. That's all I can say. Village man from Idimo. I think he's referring to Amupiton. Good evening, Esther. I begin to think that Mr. Mbata, Darlington, Madam Pinto are being over analytical about what Shore said. If actually he has some ulterior motive to build himself some political whatever, shouldn't we, the Igbos, just consider this time another chance to fight loud for Nnamdi Kanu's release and overthinking it? Time is of essence now, even as it concerns his health condition. Or is it now safe to say that we, the Igbos, lack what it takes to play the so-called politics of Nigeria? Shirore has made his plan open. He cannot deny calling for the peaceful protest. So what's the logic behind this perceived fear from our people? Or is he really that political smarter than all Igbo leaders? Kai. Good evening, brethren. Nice argument from the studio. Esther, please, I want to defect to APC, but I don't have data to send my defection later. So what can I do? Thanks. Andy, go to your ward there. Tell them that you want to join APC as a political party. Very easy. That if you have money and they've slashed the money,
you'll be welcomed now.
They have slashed the money. No, the money is not too much, so you can indicate your interest. Good evening, VOP. Please let Peter be never near that. Okay, all right. Okay. Good evening. Please, Professor Joash Amupiton is not in any way a member. Yes, we've corrected that. Thank you very much. God bless you for that. Good evening, Esther. Omoilu Shurere is programmed against Peter Obi. Let Shurere carry you. Una se fi. Shidi from Shidi, unless we kill corruption, the same corruption will slowly kill all of us. Greetings to you, Esther, and your guest. Esther, the newly appointed INEC chairman is totally a compromiser. It's very clear. The worst is here now. Nigeria should say no to this now. Even the man's certificate is subject to scrutiny. There are much questions. Thanks. Daniel from Agege. I'm Michael from Sului, and I want to appreciate you, Esther, for a wonderful show every night. And how I so look forward to listening, and thank you to Mr. Tony and Mr. Ekundaya. But I must say, I'm against Mr. Mbata being against Kanu's release, and I ask that does it really matter who channels the course for his release? Who cares if he's trying to gain political points or not? What matters is for Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Thanks. He never said he doesn't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, though. He's just saying that Shorore should galvanize everyone and not necessarily people from the southeast extraction. Good evening, Esther. Why is my Igbo people always crying or being marginalized if they did not see anything good in what Omoleye Shorore is doing, trying to protest for Nnamdi Kanu's release? They should stop coming to the radio calling for his release then. And we know here what Nnamdi Kanu is calling Nigeria Zoo. I bet made them pack well. Tahiru from Iyanupaja. Tahiru, don't vex. Abiodun from Isolo, but my people self they fear too much. I know one die, Baba day for house. I want to enjoy, but now we're dying and suffering. Fella, my prophet. Good evening, Esther. Okay, yes, I have already corrected that. Thank you very much. Esther, don't worry yourself. Mr. Tony Mbata will eat his words in 2027. Daddy Uzurumba.
How will I eat my word?
Oh no. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Kuda, Mr. Topili. My own is that since our Igbo people have tried about the release of Nnamdi Kanu but could not work out, without minding that the court have already released him long ago and the government refused to let him go. So anything Shore can do to help us to get him out, that should be applied. All right. Mr. Philip, please come on board. Good evening. Please tell us, how do we make money? Also, so quick. Welcome.
I do enjoy this political stuff.
Okay.
But
not necessarily political. It's all angle.
All angles,
yes.
I like the discussion, though.
Thank you.
And that keeps Nigerians awake.
It's necessary for them to be informed. Go ahead.
They should also be awake when money is concerned.
Me, number one.
Okay. This Saturday, which is tomorrow, all road leads to Ikeja.
October 11.
October 11 is a very remarkable day. If you are listening to this station all the time and you are in Lagos and you miss this event, time will come you will remember the day that you missed something. For those who wants to really make money, for those who have made money and want to make more money, and those who are looking for a way to make money, this is an opportunity for you. The event is free. Listen again. The event on Saturday, tomorrow, is free, but money making is not free. So what we do is to impart knowledge and educate you how to make money easily with what you already have. Because some people have things in their hand or in their house, they don't know how valuable those things are. And that's what we talk about, the smartphone or the big phone or the Android phone that you have. I'll be mentioning at least about 4 things briefly, what you can do with that. And you will get more details tomorrow during the seminar. It will be good for you to listen and listen carefully. The applications you have on your phone, if you allow me, I will tell you that it got to do with almost everything about our life. But we focus more on how you can use it to make money. I've seen how people can use it to produce music without going to the studio by themselves. I've seen how people can use it to get a lot of shops online and be making good money from the comfort of their home or in their shop or in their office from that the same phone. It doesn't matter where you are, even if it's in the remotest area in Nigeria, as long as you are connected to internet by putting data on your phone, you can be able to make money. But no, many people have the phone and they have those things there, but they don't know how to go about it. That's why we have the training tomorrow to hold you by the hand and show you. So we'll be showing you some of the applications that you can use to make money for yourself. But remember, those applications are not free. Some of the businesses you are going to do from that phone, I think the list I've seen is about 58,000. You have 65, you have 170 and above. So you look at your pocket and see how much you can use to start that after teaching you what to do. And it's always good when you get the training, you start off immediately it helps you to understand more better. Okay, so we have that to show tomorrow. We also have what we call you shopping from a company and be able to earn, let me call it like profits from the company. You bought a product from them, yet they are paying you for you becoming a client or a member, a customer to the company, in which you can make up to 200% with time, not immediate, with time. So every day they have a certain amount they will be paying you depending on what you purchase from them. So we'll be showing you the company, teaching you how that is done. Another thing we'll be doing is that we will teach you how to get to digital shares and digital assets. These ones are the ones that make people go crazy, you know, because of what? They are in total control. And when you get it, the dividends that come in sometimes 50%, 100%, even up to 1,000%. All depends on you, how much you want to make in a day, in a week, in a month. Then you will be able to see what you can do. So prepare yourself that you are coming for a training, and that training is a training to change your financial life so that you can have the financial freedom that you want. Some people want time freedom, so you can also have that. So it doesn't matter whether you're a civil servant, a company worker, a skilled professional, whatever you are, as long as you need money, as long as you want to make money, as long as you have made money and you want to make more money, this event is for you. And you might ask me what age, as long as you're an adult. Even, you know, these days, even young people from 17, 18, they are going into business because the smartphone they have in their hand has a lot to do. I was reading something today. A guy that got money from doing things online. I'm not talking about the Yahoo, please. I'm talking about legitimate stuffs. Listen and listen carefully. It's legitimate things that I'm talking about. Businesses you can do with the same phone. All you need to do is to get the money that can help you to do that. All right? But you need to understand how those things are done. Now we have something for you for tomorrow, and that got to do with you seeing something that can trade for you, whether you know how to trade or not, and that is be giving you money. So this particular one, you get into it, and tomorrow you have a promo. Anybody that gets into it have what we say 15,000 naira for you.
Mr. Philip Esono, kindly call the phone number, please,
right,
or the whatever. How to
so
get there.
You text to us if you want to attend this event. Text to us so they can reserve your seat. 080 61 48 08 03. 080 61 48 08 03. For the last time, 080 61 48 08 03. Just text us yes.
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador Philip Esono. Mr. Lawal Kundari, please come back. So there are quite a lot of messages and calls, but I know we have some adverts to play afterwards. We'll actually run out of time. Let me just take 2 more calls and we'll wrap up. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Peter.
Peter, quickly, you have a minute. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to say about to
Okay.
the way you respond to barrister this is I don't like it. The man will explain to you, tell you everything. You still they ask and the question,
Ask questions, so guys, that's your complaint. Is that your contribution? Give your contribution, please. You
I'm coming. Sometimes even the way.
08036929933. All right, we're already done. I just wanted to take 2 more calls so that we can wrap up. 08036929933. You have a chance to speak and you're complaining. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, Esther.
Turn down the volume of your radio, sir, please.
I'm off. This is Mr. Eze from Iba.
Mr. Eze from Iba, welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have been listening. Mbata and Decoda, well done.
Thank you, sir.
So on this my part, I've been listening to a program every day, night and evening.
Thank you, sir.
I have been praying for you, Mbata, Ekunda, Yonosika, and the Barrister Darlington. God will protect.
Thank you very much, sir.
See what we can do. So what I'm saying in fact is, so let's say this thing is good, let it carry on. But at the same time, I have solution for Nigerian problem, but you people will not allow me to talk that. And the simple truth. The truth of Nigerian problem is let them share this country. Let everybody go.
Don't call it. Oh, this is national radio now. Why you they do like this? People put somebody inside trouble.
They made a share.
No, Mr. Tony, don't reverberate
No, I'm not reverberating.
Don't emphasize it.
What do you mean by share?
Don't. Please don't call and say such things. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
How are you, sir? Welcome. What's your name?
So, my name is Peter. Even the way you are defending this president, I think you are supporting him. It's not.
08036929933. That's the number to call. I'll take one more call. So, Mr. Tony and Mr. Lawal Kundaya. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. Okay, this connection. What's your final take?
My final take is that every Southeast man want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, and any other Nigerian that is calling should call all Nigerians to help us to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, because he was kidnapped.
What about insecurity? Because
the insecurity, government know what they are doing. If government want to stop insecurity in Nigeria, they will do that.
Mr. Lawal Kundaya, please.
What I want to just say is that some people were saying that if the Igbos come out in protest, there will be this and that. I tell you, so when you go to protest, are you going to be telling people where you come from? Or maybe Igbos, they have green color that makes them different from the other people. I don't know what they mean by that. That's a very flimsy excuses.
Okay.
For example, if you say that Obi should not come out, or even Atiku should not show face, it's a different case. But for you now to say Igbos should not join, what are you going there with your ID card? You start showing people your ID card, or maybe Igbos they wear suit that day. No, everybody comes out. You want to go on protest. It's everybody. Nobody is coming out to say that you are so and so. This is Nigerians. So they should not use that as an excuse. And when you say protest, even you can be at home and be on protest.
Okay.
You may not go to work. It's a form of protest.
All right.
So there are so many forms of protest.
Okay.
So they should not begin to look at it as something that's violent or this and no.
All right.
So that's my own take.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Lawal Kundaya, Mr. Tony Mbata. We've actually run out of time. To all of you that I couldn't take your messages or your calls, I sincerely do apologize. We'll continue this, the political spotlight on Sunday. Hopefully there would have been quite a lot of development. Our job here is to ask questions. As presenters, we're not meant to take sides with either the government or anybody. We present the facts, present the situation, and then just get to talk. If some of you are not comfortable or happy, my job is not to make you happy. My job is not to make you to resonate your thoughts. My job is to put across different perceptions and questions to certain issues. I will try to educate you as best as I can, but if you decide to remain intellectually redundant, it will not be my fault for that. So I would implore you to get exposed, read wide, understand the profession that I do a little bit. Maybe it will help you understand where I'm coming from. But if you decide to remain intellectually redundant, I will not be held responsible for that. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye for now.